Hello, everyone. Okay, letting the cards speak for themselves. Again, doing these quicker readings this week. I pulled 2 tarot and 2 oracle. It's Queen of the Moon Oracle. It's a new oracle deck I have. Absolutely love it. Beautiful imagery. So can't wait to share it. So I'm letting the cards speak for themselves. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. We have death. We have justice. We have the path. And we have beauty. It's pretty important that we have 2 major arcana over here. So major stuff happening. I kind of feel like this is an ending. Death. I don't mean like actual death, but death is usually the end of something. You know, it can be transformative, but I'm not seeing transformation here. What I'm seeing is it's ending. Look at all the bones around here, down here. And somebody's angry. Look at the scythe. I mean, somebody did not end things well when it came to communication, and their thoughts are not pleasant. And the red is just very angry to me. It can be very grounding, but I feel like it's angry in this case. So he's holding on to it. It looks red hot. And I feel like his stature and his face looks pissed off too, you know. So I feel like, and he's out here, like it's completely dark behind him. And he's out here in the woods with all these bones. So I feel like, you know, he's taking names and kicking butt. So some of you might feel like you've just been through hell and back. Like you've had to deal with somebody you didn't want to deal with, and you just ended things, or they ended things with you. It's hard to say. So if it resonates, like if you're on here wondering what the heck happened, you know, that person got upset about something. Maybe it was something you did, something you said. You know, if they addressed it with you, then you know. But if they didn't, some people don't. They just move on. They don't care. And you don't get that closure. And you're not going to get it. But I kind of feel like somebody got wronged here. I think the majority of people are watching are probably pissed off about something that happened. There's always the off chance that there's like a handful of you that are like, well, I'm the other person. So, you know. But I think majority, you were wronged. Somebody did something, said something to you. Was it in the friend group, or is it a family member? Or did you, like, something ended, like you cut ties with somebody. I mean, that's what the scythe is for. You were angry and you cut ties with a friend, a family member, a lover, something. It's over. It's done and over. I mean, death is final in that you don't want to come back. You don't want to come together. You don't want to reunite or reconcile. But you do want justice. They did something wrong. Like, you guys are going to have to tell me, like, in the comment section, like, what did they do that was so bad? I have to know, because that you want justice. Like, look at this. He's got this red sword here. This reminds me of the balance between head and heart. It's very balanced here. The scales are balanced. Now, this is emotions are balanced, and the sword is straight down. And I thought, if you have thoughts and communications here, and you have emotions over here, it's kind of balanced now, because you feel more at peace now that you cut them out. So, but you were angry about it. But they did something, whatever it was that they did or said to you or about you, whatever actions they took that caused this, that it really pissed you off. You were like, I'm done. And you're like, cut, you know. You're like, I just cut ties. That's what I did. And now you're over here, like, his face is still kind of serious and kind of pissy, but he's kind of like, yeah, I'm a little more balanced, but I want justice. I want them to pay. Like, man, did they break a law? Like, was this crime or something? You know, this might not be someone you knew, too. It could be someone you knew, and maybe they are just kind of flaky and they did something they shouldn't have. And you're like, you know, you took advantage of me, or you used me, or you shouldn't have done that. Or maybe your best friend slept with your girlfriend. I don't know. And they're both cut off. I don't know. Just a guess on that one. I don't know. I'm just thinking like things that would really piss people off. But you want justice. You feel like it wasn't enough to cut them off, but you want them to pay. You want karma coming after them. And justice is the karma card. And it's so funny how, the anger is over here, but over here it's so much more peaceful. And I think this is where the peacefulness starts. So you've got to let go of the anger. You're not going to get the closure you want. If you cut them off, you cut them off. You don't get closure from that. You're going to have to find it within yourself, because that person is not sorry. They're not going to be sorry. They may be the type that just are too stupid to realize that they did anything wrong, or they know they did wrong and they don't care. I mean, there's always, the way people react to things is ridiculous sometimes. So you're not going to get that from them. So I get the anger, but you're going to have to find a way to channel that anger into something more peaceful for you. Because now you're up here. And I love that the Justice card is out here. Look, karma's going to bite them in the ass. You just have to give it time. It's nothing that you can do, but they've wronged you, so they will have to balance that karma out later on. So whatever it is, they're going to take a hit somewhere. So you don't need to worry about that, You're sitting here like trying to balance the scales. You're like wanting to judge them. You're judging them. You want to be judge, jury, and executioner. Like, man, you are so angry. But it's time, like, it's not going to help you any. Because if you keep having this anger and going after them, or trying to mess their reputation up, or trying to, tell everybody about them. If someone asks, that's one thing. But if you go around, like, trying to ruin them, that's adding karma back. Karma's coming back for you. I mean, they'll get theirs, but you're going to get it too. You don't want that. You're going to have to let that anger go somehow, or funnel it into something else, like into art, or do something where you can find an outlet to get rid of it. Like, you can go to one of those places where they give you, you pay to go in there, and they give you a baseball bat, and you can just smash everything. You can smash the mirrors and beat up cars and all that. those, I don't know what they call them. You'll have to, someone's got the appropriate term somewhere. You can put it in the comments if you want. But yeah, there's a place where they're just going to start smashing everything. Like, you can go and let out your aggression at one of those places. You can get some friends together or do something, go to the paintball field and start shooting people with paintballs. Like, find another way to get that aggression out. It's going to help you, because, you're on a path. This happened for a reason. This person they're no longer in your life. So you've got to take what you can learn from it and move on. And the waxing crescent 6 over here, this one is the path, number 8. 8 is the strength card in tarot. It's going to take a lot of your strength, because things didn't end well at all. And I know how you feel emotionally. There's a lot of turmoil. So you've got to find that inner strength where you can keep yourself calm and collected. And you see all the rocks in the background. This is very rocks. They're sharp. They're rocky. It doesn't look like a safe place for anybody to be hiking. And this girl's out here like barefoot with a dress on. Like, what's wrong with that picture? She's not set up to hike at all. She shouldn't be walking around in all these sharp objects. So I feel like this is, in a way, like you have razor sharp teeth. Like, you want to, you're wanting to burn with your words. You're like, you want to cut deep with them. And at the same time, like, you're walking around barefoot, you're going to get cut. Like, it's going to come back to you to keep holding on to the anger. It's not healthy for you in any kind of physical, mental, or emotional way. So it's time to let it go. And, however you can find that, I like it, because this is just a very rough terrain to be in. And what you want to do is climb that ladder. Let it go. Leave it here. Wherever this is, find this place in an outlet somewhere and leave your anger there. And then climb that ladder. And look at this. You're going into where there's this beautiful sunset, and the clouds are kind of lazy rolling by. And it's just this field of flat green grass. It's like, it'll be softer on your feet to walk on, and it's going to feel better. And you can literally just lay there and enjoy the evening and watch the stars come out. It's kind of an interesting card, and I love that the stars are in here. I mean, this one has like the sun behind him or some golden light. So, I mean, Spirit's backing you up that that person will get their karma. And you are protected from them, so you don't have to worry about it. Like, you just need to move on and let it go. You need to get to a more peaceful place. And then, because right now, like, look, his eyes are literally red. So I feel like you are still just, your eyes are red. You're seeing red. Literally. And getting to this place, like, you need to get out of this rocky place. You're going to cut your feet all up walking around in that. It's just not a good place to be. This is not the kind of terrain that you need to be in. That's not the appropriate atmosphere. This one is up here where you have the soft grass and you can roll around and lay on it. Because over here you fall off a cliff like you're dead. So, you land on these sharp rocks everywhere. It's not going to work. So there is a path laid out for you of getting a higher perspective and realizing, that person had issues and they did what they did. And realizing like you did the right choice by just cutting them off and moving on with your life. And moving on with your life means moving on. Move on and keep calm or whatever I don't even know what they call it. Keep calm and move on. That was a big thing for a while. But yeah, keep calm with it. And that's where beauty comes in as well. We have waning gibbous 4. I like it. And this one is not so harsh. It's beautiful daytime. So once you climb up into this, you're getting up here and it looks like it's daytime. The moon's coming out because the sun's gone down. This is a very sunset-y kind of look. The sky still has those muted blues in it, but it also has like the yellows, like they're kind of like a grayed out yellows and oranges of the sunset. And once you're laying around on that grass here, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing all these beautiful flowers, and the butterflies are about change. So there are changes in your life, and it's okay that this changed. And this is also about you changing. The butterflies are telling you that you're changing, and it forms this face. The leaf is an eye. You got an eyebrow, you got an eye, you got the lips with the flower here. And it forms the side of the face. And then her nose is a butterfly. But I like it because her eye is closed and she's closing her eyes and she's taking in the nature around her. You're just laying in this grassy field and these clouds are going by, just off. They're over there on the horizon. It's kind of similar colors. It's almost like we're taking this image out of here. And, when you do open your eyes, you see these butterflies floating around in the evening sky, like going to the flowers one last time before it gets dark. And you see these beautiful flowers and the red. It's a different kind of red. It's a softer red. It's the red of love, not the red of hate, not the red of anger. You want the red of love. Love is the way to go. And it's like, you know what? That wasn't a good situation, but it's done. It's over. Now you can move on. Now you can let it go. Now you can find the peace. You're laying there in this grass and it's beautiful. And I can imagine with the way the clouds are going by in the background over here, I can almost hear like this soft breeze blowing over you. And it's almost enough to give you a bit of a chill because the sun's not quite up anymore. So, and you're just like, you love it. And you're staring at the moon. Even whether it doesn't matter if it's waxing or it's waning. You've seen this. I think this also talks about time. This card's number 20. That reduces to 2. 2 is about duality. It's about choices. It could be about partnership. And you don't have that anymore, but I think we're going to go with choices here. You have a choice to find your peace. If you stay angry, are you any better than that person? If you stay angry, it's going to eat you alive. Anger isn't going to do anything but just cause a lot of problems. And anger can manifest in physical ways too, like physical illnesses for your body. It's going to manifest in a lot of mood swings and things emotionally and mentally. It's just going to consume you and you'll become obsessive over it. Don't do that. Find a way out, away from the anger. We don't need it. You want to let it out in an appropriate way and then move on. But if you can get out of this place where you are, I like that because we go from waxing to waning. So, and this tells me it's going to take time. I understand it's going to take time and you can take that time, But find an outlet in the meantime. Like, journal about it. Journal about your anger until there is none left. Because we're going from a waxing, it's going to be a full moon, and right after the full moon, it starts waning. So we're kind of halfway between right now. So as you're finding your way into this place, by the time that moon is full, you're going to be in this place, and it's going to be starting to wane again after the full moon. And you'll find yourself in a peaceful place, enjoying nature, and realizing that you're much more at peace with yourself. Do not let the anger consume you. You are better than that. Take the high road, take the higher perspective, and treat yourself right. There's so much more beautiful things to see in life. Go find the beauty in the life. I hope this was helpful, guys. All right, bye.